Are you struggling with ingrown hair, tired of shaving, or waxing is painful and expensive? Well, I can relate. I'm here to help. I'm Madelaine Caissie. I'm the owner of Sparkle Lifestyle MediSpa, and today I'm talking about laser hair removal. So what is laser hair removal? Well, it's when we use a laser. In this case, it's a true medical grade laser. It's not an IPL. Lasers are far much better because the laser will follow the pigment of the hair and go straight in your skin, and then it will blow the bulb of your hair. So then the hair, if it's attached to the root, will not come back. That's the goal. But the thing is, you don't have all the hair attached to the root at all times. So that's why laser hair removal requires a series of treatment. Usually 4 to 8 sessions for a reduction anywhere from 75 to 95%. What does it mean is the hair, you can't stop your body from producing new hair, but if it does, it will be thinner and it will not grow as fast. Where an IPL will give you a hair reduction, but the hair can come back to its normal state before you started the treatment. So here at Sparkle, we use the GentleMax Pro. That's a technology that we love and that we've been doing for so long time. And I'm a clinical trainer for Candela Medical, so that's also helped to make sure that my team is well trained at all times. Who's the right candidate to get the treatment of laser hair removal? Actually, everybody is. The only hair that we cannot treat are the white hair, because the hair needs to have pigmentation in it, and white hair doesn't work. So for clients that have white hair, we can remove all the darker one, but the white one, you'll have to use electrolysis. But beside that, we can treat everybody. We can treat the darker skin type like lighter skin type. So the people that will get the best results are people that have the dark hair, coarse hair on a really light skin. Those are the people that get the best results, and the people that come to their appointment exactly when we tell them. The hair that are more challenging are the hair that's been treated with previous technology like an IPL before. Those are the ones that give us the hard time. If your hair is thin and your skin is darker, especially with a tan, that's where we have a hard time. You can do your laser hair removal session at all time, even summertime, but you need to protect your skin against the sun. That's super important, because if you have a tan, we have to move over for a YAG. It's not as efficient and it's more painful. And if you do go to the sun, we need to make sure that you haven't seen the sun for 2 weeks before and after your appointment. Because if not, we may burn you and you may have less efficient treatment. Other condition we don't like to treat, if you have a not controlled diabetes, we don't recommend this treatment. If you're using photosensitive medication, we also don't recommend this treatment. And don't forget that if you take antibiotic, we need to wait to get your appointment. So if you've been in antibiotic for 7 days, we will ask you to wait 7 days before you get your laser hair removal appointment. So now, if you're interested, how does it work? First, you need to book a consultation. During that consultation, you'll need a technician that you make sure that you enjoy, that can answer all the questions. You can even feel the laser, how it feels like. Then together, you'll come up with a treatment plan and a quote, how much this is going to cost you and how you can pay for it. Because here at Sparkle, we have different options. You can pay as you go. You can buy a package. We do offer payment plan. You can divide the payment. We do all that. So it's really important that you come in, get your consultation, make sure that all your questions are answered. We will ask you tons of questions about your medication, previous treatment, what you're looking for, and then we can match you with the right technician and make sure that you have the most beautiful results. Now that you're ready for your appointment, what to expect? First, you're gonna come in, depending on what area of your body, you're gonna go on the bed. The technician will make sure that you're comfortable, warm, and we will make sure that the area is clean and that it's shaved. You need to shave at home, but sometimes we may miss a spot. So the technician will just cleanse the area, make sure everything is shaved properly. The technician will do test spot to make sure the settings are appropriate. Usually would be 2, 4 pulse, just to make sure we get the right clinical response on your skin, on your hair. Usually can take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. Depending on your skin type, we may do those test spots during your consultation also. So we'll start by doing the test spot, and then when we're satisfied with the settings, we'll go ahead. So we mark the area that we want to treat. It's really important because the laser is about 18 millimeter spot size at the biggest, and it can be as small as 8. But usually it's about this side, and we do an overlap of about 30% to make sure that we cover the entire area. And we just pulse once per spot. By marking the area, it just allows us to make sure that we don't miss the spot, and it can happen. That's why it's super important. Then we're gonna start by doing an area at a time, making sure that you're comfortable. The treatment can feel a little pinchy. It's not super comfortable, but it's definitely not painful. You don't need to apply numbing cream before. You don't need to have painkillers of any sort. The treatment is fairly fast and okay comfortable. On a scale of 1 to 10, most people will say probably a 3 or a 4. If at any point you feel totally uncomfortable, it's burning or even like a bulk of heat in your skin, it's getting hotter and hotter, there's something wrong. You need to warn your technician. The setting might be a little bit too high. Maybe you had sun exposure, because if you do have sun exposure, it will make the treatment more uncomfortable and increase the risk of burning, which we don't want. Once we're done the treatment, we may apply some aloe vera. If you feel like it's a little hot, you can apply a little ice when you get back home, no more than 10 minutes every hour, but normally aloe is plenty. You can use aloe if you feel like your skin is irritated a little bit. The redness should be gone within 24 hours. You may have a little bit of a hive response, some redness. That's totally normal and possible. It doesn't happen all the time, but that usually go away between 24 and 48 hours. Post-treatment, really important not to get sun exposure. Don't go to hot tub, sauna, or anything that would make you sweat a whole lot. 3 days after, if needed, you can still shave, moisturize, you can exfoliate, it always helps. Friendly reminder, between your session, you're only allowed to cut or shave the hair. You cannot pull, you can't wax, you can tweeze, you can't do any of those. You can only shave and cut your hair because we want the hair to be attached to the root. How it feel after can really depend, but usually the hair will feel like it's still attached for almost a week or 2 sometimes, and then magically you're gonna wake up and the hair is just gone. It feels like a good wax. So because we burned all the hair, but only the hair that were attached to the root will not come back. So usually about 4 to 10 weeks after your appointment, it's time to get your next appointment. So as soon as the hair grows outside of the skin, about a millimeter, that's the perfect timing to come back to your appointment. Don't wait that the hair is super long, because we may miss the stage that the hair is attached to the root. So you'll come back for your appointment usually 6 to 8 times. You may have to come back for some touch-up here and there after that initial bulk of treatment. Some people can go a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years before they even need to come back for touch-up. But usually at some point, we can't stop your body from producing new hair. So hormonal change, menopause, pregnancy, different medication may cause some hair to come back, but all the hair should be always thinner and not as coarse as they used to be. So now I'm going to go into the most frequently asked question about laser hair removal that I could find on our website and the old version of this video. So how painful this is. So laser hair removal is definitely not comfortable, but it got so much more comfortable than it used to be, the old technology. So I would describe it on a 3-4 out of 10. Then how much laser hair removal costs? Well, you kind of pay for what you get. So example, Laser hair removal done with the GentleMax Pro is probably going to be more expensive than if you get an IPL or some other laser, because it's a really good laser and you require less session. The actual piece of equipment for us is more money. The starting price here is $150 per area, and the bigger the area, the price kind of reduce. For an example, a Brazilian, depending on the area, can be anywhere from $250 to $300. When I say Brazilian, it's our #1 treatment that we do here, and it's everything down there, front, back, side, a little bit inside. So that's the one that most people get. How does it feel after the treatment? I mentioned it before. It's a warm sensation, a little heat. It can be a little tingly, but it usually goes away within 24 hours. I hope this answered most of your question. If you have any question, any more, comment below. Call in, book your consultation. Can't wait to meet you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.